Hello students, welcome to CMIS online classes, and this video is for class 8 chapter number 14, and the name of the chapter is chemical effects of electric current. So in our previous videos we talked about electricity and its components, how they function, how we can check. We talked about conductors, we talked about insulators. Okay, so in this session we will be talking about the chemical effects of electric currents. Okay, so let's start the topic. So first of all, when electric current is passed through a conducting solution can be of liquid, okay, mostly. So some chemical reactions take place. Example, when an electric current is passed through water, water dissociates into hydrogen and oxygen. That's because water is the compound which is made by hydrogen and oxygen. So hydrogen is deposited over negative pole and oxygen is deposited over positive pole. So both negative and hydrogen and oxygen will be separated. So deposition of hydrogen and oxygen at different poles is visible in the form of bubbles. Okay, so that experiment we will talk in our next slides. Okay, second one, when electric current is passed through the solution of a metal salt such as solution of copper sulfate, metals gets deposited at the negative pole because metal is positively charged. Okay, so we can divide copper sulfate in that case also. Sometimes the color of the solution also changes when electric current pass through it. Means the color of it is a blue after the chemical effect. Okay, the color may change. So the above three examples are some of the chemical effects of electric current, but they depend upon the type of solutions. Okay, what type of solution is that? Then we will move towards, so we know that what changes that we can see. Okay, so formation of gas bubbles at the electrodes, another deposit of metals on electrodes, and change in color of the solution. If these three changes are there, then we can say that there is an effect due to the electric current in that particular solution. Okay, so now we will talk about what do you mean by electrolysis. Okay, the process by which an electric current is passed through a substance to cause a chemical change is called electrolysis. Okay, the chemical change is one in which the substance loses or gains an electron. Okay, that means either it loses the electron or it gains the electron. Just see here. We have a set up for electrolysis experiment. So there is a 9-volt battery and it is attached to a anode and a cathode. And anode gives negatively charged and cathode it received negatively charged ions. Okay, so if either it is gained, ion is gained, or ion loses an electron, and if it is so, then we can say that chemical change occurs. So the process uses an apparatus consisting of positive and negative electrodes which are separated from each other in a solution. We will see the apparatus later on. Okay, so there is an apparatus. Apparatus means it's a type of vessel. Okay, and it consists of positive and negative electrodes. Okay, we will see later on. Then electric current enters through the negatively charged electrode, that is called cathode, and positively charged parts of the solution travel to the cathode. Okay, because the opposite charged particles attract each other, combine with the electrons, and are transformed into neutral molecules. That means they are separated. Then the negatively charged parts of the solution travels to a positive electrode, that is anode, give up electron and are transformed into neutral molecules. Okay, so negatively charged electrodes attract positively charged part of a solution, and positively charged electrodes anode attract negatively charged part of the solution. Okay, so there is a diagram of electrolysis. So we have a two electrode here. One is cathode, that is negatively charged, another is anode, that is positively charged. Okay, so negatively charged cathode attract positively charged molecules or ions of that solution. Similarly, positively charged electrode attract negatively charged ion, that is anion. Okay, so these two get separated. Okay, so I was talking about apparatus. What do you mean by apparatus? So this is an apparatus. Okay, here it is a glass vessel. Okay, it's like a beaker. Okay, and here two electrodes are placed. Okay, the red one and the black one, and a test tube like structure is placed here. Okay, and here the solution separates the elements or the atoms. Okay, so let's talk about electrolysis of water. So when electric current is passed through water, it splits up into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, that means hydrogen and oxygen is separated. Okay, when it is heated, when electric current is passed through that solution. Solution of what? Solution of water, simple water. Okay, so when electric current is passed through water, oxygen gas bubbles are produced at the electrode connected to the positively terminal of the battery. Okay, that means oxygen gas or bubbles is connected to positive terminal, whereas hydrogen gas bubbles is connected to negative terminal of the battery. Okay, you can see a figure here. The left figure we talked previously, and the right one. And there is a battery connected. We have a symbol of a battery here. Battery is not there, but a symbol has been given. And positively charged anode and negatively charged cathode is there. Okay, and oxygen is attracted to positive terminal as we already talked, and hydrogen is attracted to negative terminal. Okay, and these two get separated. Now let's move further. We have a similar figure. Okay, but if you see the figures are almost related. Okay, they are all similar, and the process is also similar, but for understanding we have taken different forms. So water is placed with electricity to produce hydrogen gas and oxygen gas, as it is. Suppose oxygen is of green color and hydrogen red color. So here the green and red is mixed, as water contains both the elements. Okay, then in positive terminal, oxygen is attached, and in negative terminal, hydrogen molecules are attached. Okay. So we can separate this thing easily, or water molecules or any other things easily. So let's see in another form. So same thing, we have a battery attached here. Red one is positively charged anode, and the black one is negatively charged cathode. Okay, so as we already discussed, the liquid water which contain hydrogen H2O, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, when it is heated, when current is passed through water, the oxygen is attached to positive terminal and hydrogen is attached to negative terminal. Okay, the bubbles come out, and when the bubbles come out, the oxygen gas is released from the hole, and if we just put a matchstick there, it will glow. Okay, why it will glow? Because oxygen is a combustion material. Okay, so we can easily detect. Okay, so as stated, the unique way in which the hydrogen atoms are attached to the oxygen atom causes the hydrogen side of the molecules to have a positive charge, whereas and the oxygen side to have a negative charge. Why so? This we can conclude because we discussed that oxygen atom is attracted to positive terminal. Okay, that means oxygen has a negative charge. Oxygen has a negative charge. That's why it is attached to a positive terminal. Similarly, hydrogen has a positive charge and it is attracted to negative terminal. That means negative is attracted to positive and positive is attracted to negative sides. Okay, so we can clearly see that hydrogen molecules have positive charge and oxygen have negative charge. So here we can see the hydrogen atom are attracted to negative charge. Why negative charge? Because hydrogen have positive charge ions, okay, terminal, and are pulled off the water molecules filling the right tube in this diagram with hydrogen gas. Okay, so we will see the diagram here. So in this case, as we talked that the hydrogen atom, okay, is attracted to negative charged terminal and oxygen atom positive charge terminal, and when the current is flown, they produce a bubble. Okay, then we will move towards another part. Okay, the oxygen atom are attracted to positive charged, as we discussed in the previous slide. Okay, so on the left tube the oxygen is filled and on the right tube hydrogen is filled. Okay, then application of electrolysis. What do you mean by application of electrolysis? So actually it means its uses. Okay, that means this process can be applicable where. Okay, so as we know, we can separate the things. Okay, we have separated. We discussed how water molecules is separated in hydrogen and in oxygen. So first of all, in manufacture of industrial chemicals means the things, most of the things in the universe or in the earth, they are in a form of compounds. Okay, but if you want to take out, we have to chemically do it. As for example, water. Yes, oxygen is also found in the air randomly, and hydrogen is also found, but we can't grab or collect oxygen from the air. Okay, so we can electrolysis, or we can take out the oxygen and hydrogen with the help of electrolysis. Okay, using the solution water. First, manufacture of industrial chemicals. Okay, so in this method chemicals can be extracted. Okay, sodium hydroxide. In sodium hydroxide, NaOH, we can separate sodium and hydroxide. Then we can separate chlorine gas also in that form. Okay, so various things or various elements can be taken out due to electrolysis. Second one, extraction of metals. Okay, so extraction of metals can be done through electrolysis. So how metals are extracted? So as we know, some elements are positively charged and some are negatively charged, and that can be separated through electrodes of opposite charged. Okay, similarly metals also are either positively charged or negatively charged and can be detected through electrolysis. Then we have refining of metals. Metals can be refined in that way also. And at last we have electroplating. So electroplating is a process where a deposition of thin layer of any superior metals, okay, is covered to an object of cheaper material, okay, with the help of electric current. As for example, what you can say in Hindi, oh, सोने का पानी चलाना. Okay, that means the metal, it can be of copper and everything, is electroplated with gold. That means all the things are not made of gold, only the upper coating is of gold. So that is called electroplating. And in our next discussion we will talk more about electroplating. Till then, thank you.